we put in a substantial amount of money because we believed in it and we felt we should do that, and we wanted this realised. And there are so many people here today who've played a pivotal part in the campaign over 24 years, and it's 24 years tomorrow since that fateful day. But I would just like to single out two people who aren't here, and on a personal level I find it really sad that families, Hillsborough families, have along the way they have lost loved ones, they've lost husbands, wives, sons, daughters, aside from the disaster. And I would argue that they've lost them prematurely and as a consequence of the disaster. But most recently, we lost John Glover. And John Glover was my mentor. I make no excuses for saying that. John Glover was a working class Liverpool man who knew the truth when he saw it and knew when the wool was being pulled over his eyes. And he fought relentlessly. He wouldn't take what the authorities said and take it at face value. Likewise, Anne Williams, we hoped Anne Williams would be here today, but she is too ill to attend. These are two people who have paid the ultimate price for standing alone and standing apart and not accepting from the very beginning what the establishment has to say. And they weren't always popular for that, let's be straight about this, but their honesty shone through and was enduring. And over 24 years, they never gave up. Anne, in the last stages of her life, is still fighting. And when, in December, the inquest verdict was overturned, that was the second time I'd been in that court with Hillsborough families. The first time was in 1993 with 6 brave families who were prepared to stand alone and go for judicial review to quash the verdicts. The next time, in December, when they were quashed, the intervening years had taken their toll. Anne Williams was there in her wheelchair, looking very frail. John Glover was too ill to attend. That's the price these people have paid. That's the price for truth and justice, and that is what people are prepared to do for truth and justice for their loved ones. And I see this monument here today as a fitting tribute, not just to the dead, and we remember them every day, their names are on that monument, but also to the thousands of survivors who suffered that day and continue to suffer, many of whom have taken their own lives along the way. And it's also an indication and a reminder of the strength and courage that is part and parcel of the inhabitants of this city. People in this city have a strength that other cities don't have. Never forget that. We are courageous people. And when people walk past this, and I hope you do walk past it and take time out to remember the 96 that died, but also take time out to remember your own strength. Because quite frankly, if it wasn't for the strength shown by the people of this city, that wouldn't have been here today. And more importantly, the truth wouldn't be out and we wouldn't be on our way to finally 24 years on getting justice. So, all I would like to say is to thank everyone who donated, from the £25,000 to the single pounds thrown into a donation bucket. You've all played your bit. You've all played your bit in the fight for justice over the years. And please continue to support us until Hillsborough goes down in history for what it was, the unnecessary deaths of 96 people caused by the state. And don't ever let that happen again. Justice for the 96.
Thanks, Sheila. Thank you for